Hello, fellow subscribers, new viewers, old people that I've met over YouTube. It's been way too long. So this is the Gaming File with another pickup video. Man, what a year it's been. So I'm going to start you off with a tiny little story time. Um, this whole pandemic, I mean, no one expected this to happen. But the only benefit I did get from it was that I had a bit of time off. So I was able to finish the basement. I shouldn't say finished. It's about 90% there. Right now it's just about cleaning stuff, getting it out of here cuz I actually ended up renovating my kitchen upstairs at the same time because this thing took way longer than I thought it would. So things had to move downstairs, the game room got messed up again. So it's really been a crazy year. We're almost there though. I'm almost ready to show you guys like an updated room tour. I want to make sure everything's nice, alphabetized. Like these 64 games are not alphabetized yet. Like even you can see these little dividers, like these aren't even nailed in. I may keep them loose, we'll see. But anyways, I want to show you like I've pared down the collection too, which is another thing I didn't think I would do. um I got rid of about a third of my stuff. There's just too much. I'll never have time to play it. And honestly, what I ended up trading for a crazy thing, which I will show you at the end of this video. So story time's over. We're going to get through some crazy pickups. This is almost like a summer's worth of stuff. So it's going to be a lot. I would kick back, relax. um, so let's get into it. First off, these are a couple pickups I got from today. And I'll try to keep things themed, like with the rough theme around them. And forgive me if I can't remember exactly where I got everything. It's been like over the whole summer. So first we'll start off with this. This is Donkey Kong Country 3. And you guys let me know about the new setup. I actually have a new iPad. I'm filming on that right now. I think the lighting's pretty good in here too. Donkey Kong Country 3. This is just the box with insert. This was $10 from a local guy. It was in pretty good condition. It's a little bent. Nothing too crazy. The next game I got from was Solar Striker. This one was $10 as well. I threw it in a box protector already. I don't know why. But this is a shoot 'em up from Nintendo on the Game Boy, so that's a very cool game. I have the game already, which is cool, so I'm going to throw that in. I don't have Donkey Kong, but that's okay. That's a fairly common game. We'll stick with the GBA stuff. This was an eBay purchase, sorry. GBA to eBay. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Gradius Galaxies. I should really take the protectors off of these because I can notice now there's a bit of glare on them. So I have not played this game. I do own it, which is funny enough, but this one was manual and box only. I think this ended up being 25 Canadian for that. I mean, at this point in my collecting, I'm really looking for boxes, manuals. I've really pared down, so you're gonna see this is pretty quality stuff here, I would say. This is another eBay purchase. Doom 2 for the Game Boy Advance. You can see there's a tiny little nick there, and I wish I could show you what it looked like before, but it had a huge sticker on it here, or like 3 stickers. It took me a while. I had the heat gun out. It was like a really good price. I think it turned out really well. Mine is this little thing I couldn't do anything about. But honestly, for the price I paid for this, I think it was pretty good. I think it was 120. Ended up being about 120 Canadian, which is a very good price for this game. So it's complete. Really good condition. Everything's great condition, minus that little scratch. So the GBA is really getting a beef up. So this, okay. Did this have an imperfection too? I can't remember. Maybe in the top corner there's a bit of a bend you can see. So I'm not a stickler for, like, I'm not trying to get mint games. I realize someone probably bought these, opened the box, played them. Like, I really, you can't be too picky with this stuff. I do like to get maybe 8 out of 10, I'd say, for quality. But this one kind of fell in that category. That's Shining Force. This was the only Shining Force game I did not have. I think, from what I understand, it's a remake of the original, which I used to play on Genesis. Very good game. So Shining Force. So that's the GBA stuff. We got about, yeah, there's 5 games. Or no, I do have, here, let me throw these in. These were loose carts. I'll throw them in the video. Someone had a whole bunch of Game Boy stuff, and they were $5 each. They were asking for everything. So the first up, we got Quest. I think the full name for this game, yeah, it's or what's it called? I can't remember what the guy's name is. But anyways, this is Quest for the Game Boy Color. And then he also had this, and this is fairly uncommon, R-Type 3. This is basically a port of the Super Nintendo R-Type. But cool, for $5, that's, it's kind of hard to find. This was an eBay purchase. Oh, if I'm going to keep things together, yeah, I'll give you... So I have a couple Sega CD things. I'm not huge on Sega CD, but there's a couple games that, I'm looking for. Shadow of the Beast 2. This is very cool. It's kind of like an enhanced version of the Genesis one, CD audio sound, that kind of stuff. Shadow of the Beast is really cool. It's kind of like a puzzle platformer, but very neat. I like the art style and stuff. I got that for a really good price on eBay. I've been eBaying more because, I'm not big on going in-store places too often if I don't have to. So game collecting has been online mostly. We got Mickey Mouse. I got a crazy deal on these, actually. What did I ended up paying $30 each for these. And so that was The Amazing Spider-Man. This game looked cool. I haven't played it, but it looked kind of cool. I love the artwork on the cover here too. That's really cool. So someone had this up on eBay, and I went through their listings, and they also had Mickey Mania. So I kind of made an offer to them, like, what do you think? This was right as the pandemic was happening. I remember this was early March. It ended up being 75 for the both. I think he wanted 40 each, and then we agreed on 75, $5 off. But I mean, already that was a great deal, I think. The cases were nice. The games were complete. This game is amazing. If you've never played this game, it's one of the best Mickey Mouse games out there. This one actually has... So this is, again, like a Sega CD thing. It's got enhanced audio. There's a special level in this, apparently. I have not played that special level. I beat this game on Super Nintendo years ago, but I'm really anxious to play this one. It has great animation, too. Really cool game. This was a pre-pandemic pickup, so this was probably like February. This is a great one to have. This is Earthworm Jim Special Edition. This is another thing where there's a bonus level in the game. I think there's more animation, more cells of animation to the game and everything. This was a local buy. There's a guy who had this. I can't remember what I paid, honestly, but it was a crazy deal. Even had the foam in there. Sorry, that's kind of hard to hold up with one hand. Earthworm Jim Special Edition. Very cool because, again, Earthworm Jim is a really big favorite of mine. And I don't know. That's a cool pickup. I'm trying to remember what I paid, but it was very, very good. And this was, I mean, I don't know if you guys think of the whole game market right now. It's insanity with the game prices. Like, I think everything's gone up 30%, which is insane. This was an eBay purchase. Buster Bros Collection for ps1. It's got all the Buster Bros games on there. So I'm on a big ps1 kick as well. I've been picking up games here and there. I'm gonna try to remember where I got all these and the prices I paid for them. So that was $25 from eBay, free shipping. I remember that. This is Deception 3: Dark Delusion. This is an interesting game. I paid $30 for this locally. It's from what I know, it's the sequel to Trapped on PS2. So you basically trap. It's like you build traps, and then the enemies fall in them, and you can do like chain reactions on the traps. So very, very interesting. There's not many games like that, if any. But it's part of that series, and Trapped might be the 4th Deception game. This one is a good find. I went with my girlfriend to wine country out here in Ontario. We did a little trip for her birthday, and we ended up going to Kingston, Ontario, and there was a game store there. What was it called? Super Monster Games. Anyways, they had this City of Lost Children for 79 Canadian. So that's, he didn't charge me tax. That was kind of nice. The biggest problem with this game is probably that sticker that's on the front there. I have not attempted to remove that. I will though, because that kind of bothers me. This ended up being free. So I've been buying and selling a lot because the prices have gone up so much. So once I was paring my collection down, I did sell a lot of things. I had a doubles bin. Um, this ended up being free. I ended up buying someone's Final Fantasy collection, actually. There was most of the Final Fantasy games. They had like VHS tapes, all this interesting stuff. So this was kind of left over. I didn't own this, so that's mine for the collection now. This game, Hoshigami, I've never played it. RPG by Atlas on the PlayStation. Had to get it. That was a $20 purchase locally, so that was a really good deal. This another another amazing purchase. I don't know what it was. So when this whole thing started, I was actually, which a lot of Canadians do. They go to March break. They travel to Florida, and I did the same thing. I was there March break, but the whole pandemic hit. We ended up coming home, but there was a game store there called Multivest Video Games. If any of you guys watching in Florida, know that place. It's pretty cool. They had this for $80 in the display case. So this game now like goes for double that, which is kind of crazy. It's another one of those games. It's almost like it's a crazy like action Bomberman-ish type game. Very cool, but it's been on my list forever to pick up. Silent Bomber, great price for that. You can see this one. It's a pretty good thrift find. $2.99 at Salvation Army. Kingsley's Adventure. This is like a 3D platformer. From what I understand, it's fairly ho-hum, but it's a unique platformer, kind of uncommon game. This is funny. I've always wanted this game. Warpath. This is like a one-on-one fighting game for PlayStation, Jurassic Park era. I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. So I don't think this game is very good, but it's always caught my eye as something that I needed to play because it's just so crazy. It's probably up there with Masters of Terra Kasai or Cassie or whatever you call it, the Star Wars fighting game, as like bad PlayStation 1 fighting games. Pretty cool. This game, Dune 2000. This game's by Westwood Studios, so basically the same development company that made the Red Alert and Command and Conquer games, but they made it in the vein of Dune. So I bought this locally for 20, which was a fair price for it. It's a real-time strategy game. The new movie looks amazing, by the way. The trailer came out recently. This was a crazy pickup. Another one, Tomba 2. The first Tomba was insane. I loved that game. I used to have it came on a PlayStation demo disc, and I would play the hell out of it. So I finally got the full version, but I never played this one. It's three-dimensional. Some people say it's not as good. I probably have to agree because the animation from the first one was just so good. But I picked this up locally for $20, so that was friggin' crazy. I ended up going to the guy's house. What did I pick up? We'll kind of segue into this a little bit. So he put in 3, which I didn't have. He had a whole bunch of PlayStation 2 games. He said they were all $10 each. I go to his house. I'm picking up this game from him, and I'm like, "Do you have any other games?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna post some PlayStation 1 games." But he's like, "They're all 20 each." So I don't really know what his pricing, like what he was going off of. But I mean, a lot of them didn't make sense to pick up because they were very common games. But then there was a few in there. One of them was Tomba 2. The other one I ended up selling, which was Brave Fencer Musashi. So that was 20. So I picked these up and that off him. That was great for 50. Last PlayStation 1 game, the Contra Adventure. This game is shit. I mean, it's Contra though, so like I had to have it. I'm a big Contra fan, and I think this was the only Contra game I was missing, actually, and that's why I bought it. I'm trying to remember why I bought that, but that was an eBay purchase. I think it was 45 from what I remember. Um, so stick with me. There's not too much left. We got Prince of Persia: Warriors Within. I bought that for 4 at the Salvation Army. Just kind of throw that in there. This game I got off eBay, Nano Stray 2. It's another shooter. I have the first Nano Stray, so I kind of wanted to get that one. I have a bunch of Switch games here. I'm going to run through them super quick. I don't know if you guys are really into Switch games, like, or if you just want to see retro stuff. This is Limited Run Headlander. That's a super cool, from what I understand, I haven't played it yet, but a very cool, like, unique platformer for PS4. A couple Switch games I got from Limited Run. This is Hotline Miami Collection, Ninja Saviors, Pixel Junk Monsters 2. I've been playing this one, really cool. I played this Star Wars Pinball. It's really bad. I wouldn't recommend it. Trine 1 to 3. This one's a GameStop exclusive, and it was there used, so I picked it up. This is the only way to get those games on cart. So that one's a little uncommon. And then Streets of Rage 4, which has been incredible. I've been playing that game, like, I've beaten it 4 times now in a row. It's so good. Unlocking the characters and stuff. Probably the best beat 'em up I've played in years. What else we got here? Loose Game Boy game, Tracks. This is HAL Laboratories developed. So people who made Kirby. It's kind of like a cutie. I'd say it's a cute 'em up, kind of like, but you're a tank. It's like a vertical shooter type thing. Here's another eBay purchase. This was box only for Shining Force 2. I got this for $10 free shipping. I thought that was really good. And the box is not even in that bad condition. Of course, I threw it in a protector. It always looks a little better. But for $10, I mean, what the heck? I had the game already, so now I'm just looking for the manual for that one. I really pared down the Genesis stuff, and you'll see when you go through, when you get to see the room tour there. This is another box only purchase from eBay. It always helps to ask the sellers if they're selling anything else or if they plan to be selling anything else. Because this was kind of, he hadn't listed this yet. So I was going to make a purchase, and he said, "Oh yeah, I have this too." So you're already kind of paying for shipping. Tack on a few bucks, get something else. This is really cool to have. My Super Nintendo game, my original Nintendo games. This one had the manual too, which is great. There's not many left. I may have like 30. I used to have way more, but those are the complete games, mind you. So we're going to keep going here a little bit. Arrow the Acrobat 2. I think, yeah, there's no manual for this one. So this was the same seller that was selling Ninja Gaiden 2 there. This is a very uncommon box and manual to get for the Super Nintendo. I'm not looking for many more, but this was one that I kind of wanted, because I do have the first game complete, and I have the cart for this, so I really wanted to get that. So that was cool to complete that. So we're almost done here, guys. I'm going to show you, what am I showing you next? Let's save that for last, maybe. Rolling Thunder 2. This game ended up being part of this massive trade that I did for most of my video game collection. I realize now I maybe will save that for another video, because it's not a ton, but it's going to be really, really cool stuff. So hint, it's Turbo Graphics. But anyways, this is kind of Rolling Thunder 2. This is a game that I always wanted to play. He had it there in pretty good condition. What did he have on it? 79 Canadian, which was I thought was pretty fair for a complete version of that game. It's a 2-player simultaneous side-scrolling, kind of like Shinobi with guns, maybe. It's very, very weird, but it's really cool. This was also part of the trade. I'm a huge Castlevania fan. If you guys watch my last room tour, you would know that I have every game. every Castlevania game, but what I'm missing mostly is a few boxes and manuals from those games. This one has eluded me forever. I don't know what it is. Like I had the original game, but the box and manual in good condition for the original Castlevania, for some reason, maybe because it's an early release, but people charge a lot of money for it. You know, it goes upwards of like 150 and higher. So he parceled this out for me from a complete copy that he had there, which was super nice. So he just sold me the box and manual. I'm super happy to have that. I have the second one and third one, so this like that just, you know, it makes me so happy to get the sets finalized. A couple more games here. I'm gonna throw in a bonus too. We'll see if you guys appreciate a little bonus at the end. Monster Ranker 3 for PS2. This was, what did I pay for this? It was complete. I think I paid 15 locally. This was another thing that was kind of crazy. Wild Arms 5. As you guys can see, it's not cheap. It's 99 bucks on there, Canadian. I have to keep reminding you guys of that because it does make things a little cheaper. But Wild Arms 5, this is complete with the art book and everything else. I'm not going to open it right now and show you everything. This store Microplay had this for, I want to say almost 2 years. Like I remember looking at it and seeing 99 bucks and I'm like, man, they're freaking charging so much for that. But for this bundle, for some reason I looked it up recently and I was like, wait a minute, this is going for like $200. I'm like, so I called the guy and I'm like, hey, do you still have a Wild Arms 5? I saw it there like a while ago. And he's like, oh yeah, I did. He's like, let me see if it went down in price. I'm on the phone. I'm like, oh no. So he goes and checks and he's like, whoa, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like it sells for like upwards of 200 or 250. And he's like, I'm gonna have to change the price on that. And I'm like, oh no, like I gave myself away, you know? But he's like, you know what? I'll honor the price today if you can come in before we close. They were going to close in an hour. I just dropped everything. I'm like, I'm going to get this. So that was cool. He honored the price, the original one. So Wild Arms 5, another game that's kind of hard to find. This was a very early pandemic pickup too. We got Doom for the Sega Saturn. I'm kind of also going for a little bit of a Doom set. He had 40 bucks on this, and I thought that was really good. It's kind of, the manual looks like it's a little water damaged or something, but I mean, for 40 bucks, come on. And the case is not great. Could always swap that out though. I love the cover to this. It's just so hellish. I've been big into Doom again because I played Doom and Doom Eternal on PS4. They were great games. So I'm kind of like digging up the old Doom stuff. We're almost done here, guys. I'm going to show you the last video game pickup, and I'm going to show you something that's a little different. Knuckles Chaotix for 32X. This is kind of crazy. So the same guy who I bought Earthworm Jim 3D off of, it was someone who I messaged who was selling part of their collection online, and I said, oh, hey, do you have more pictures of your whole collection and stuff? So I was kind of going through them. So this one has the manual. Everything's in great shape. Actually, like amazing shape. So this is another game that's gone through the roof. It's pretty crazy. I only have 3 32X games, but when I see, like, I'm really looking for quality pieces now, you know? Oh, of course, it doesn't want to go back in the box protector. There we go. Anyways, he hooked me up with a crazy price on this. Frick, I want to remember what it is. I want to say 150. I could be wrong because I don't know what the current price is going for this, but it was like, it was almost 100 off, or like at least $80 off of what it goes for. So a really, really good price. So this kind of came with the Earthworm Jim. I kind of went through his collection. He's like, yeah, no problem. We kind of worked out a deal. Now, my video, like, this looks like a lot of stuff, but this is the entire summer. So I haven't really been collecting too much anymore. What I have been collecting a lot of, and some of you guys might think I'm crazy, DVDs. So I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I own a little cottage property up in northern Quebec. And there's no Wi-Fi up there. There's no cell service, and I love that. So I usually go up there, you know, I work on some carpentry projects, kind of relax from the stress of the world. It's really become in handy this year. But DVDs is kind of what I've been. So I watch a lot of movies up there. So I'm going to show you guys a couple DVDs, and you guys tell me if you want me to keep a few DVDs in these pickups or not. This is kind of nostalgic. This was a 4 Batman collection. I mean, these movies are hilarious. The original Michael Keaton, like when Arnold was Mr. Freeze, too funny. The one-liners are like endless. So this was a cool collection. It had four of them on there, 2 discs. And people are selling DVDs now for like $1 each or $2 each, you know? So I have no problem paying that. This is one I picked up, the X-Files. I'm a huge fan of the X-Files. This is season 3. I ended up buying the complete set minus season 3 and 4 off a lady off Facebook Marketplace, and for the whole thing for $20. So this I ended up finding at the thrift store, which is great. Now I'm just missing season 4, which I want to pick up. I love that series. And because this is coming out right before October, this is something I also been trading DVDs with a guy locally. He has a video shop. He found this for me, and this is great. I've been looking for this for a while. Tales from the Crypt. This is the complete series box set, which is really, really cool. He had a cheaper price on it. I think it was $50. Like on Amazon, it was about 75. But I ended up trading a few things, so ended up being about 40. Um, Very cool. So I'm a huge horror fan, and that's mostly what I collect for. These aren't, I mean, the X-Files is kind of suspense-ish, but like horror, I have a big horror movie collection now up there at the cottage DVD-wise. So this is going to go really good. Me and my girlfriend are going to start October 1st and go through this whole series. I've only seen a few of these, but I think it's just hilarious. The Crypt Keeper is so funny. And I love anthology horror, like Twilight Zone, stuff like that. So that's kind of a little different pickup for you guys this week. Big nostalgia. This is a very long video. Thanks so much for watching and being so patient. I know don't upload as much as I used to, but life has been crazy. I'm sure all you guys, I hope you're all safe and, just staying out of trouble because it's been a weird time. Wow. But hopefully this gives you a little entertainment, a little nostalgia kick. Please stay subscribed if you already are. I'm sure you're seeing this, but let me know if you guys want a few of these pickups thrown in here and there, maybe toys, something else. But stay tuned. I'm going to show you a very crazy thing that I traded most of my collection for in the next video. So we're going to do that. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Peace for now. Gaming File out. Bye-bye.